Hello guys, it's Dr. Patrick Price here, the Body Detective, and welcome to this next show. Actually, I say a show, but this is really another update because after I sent out a message recently, it's been lots of questions. I talked about universal laws. Now, we know all through religion, we all have different laws and beliefs and things we do as far as whether you're a Christian, whether you're Muslim, or you're Jewish, or you're Hindu. I mean, multiple religions today. In fact, I was raised Christian. I grew up in the Catholic Church in Louisiana, going to Catholic school, these type of things. I was the altar boy, and so I had a Christian upbringing first, as far as to be clear where I came from. But I had a lot of questions, and those questions didn't always get answered to really make me feel satisfied in the answers. And so today I looked up Christian systems. Do you know there's over 13,000 actually different systems of Christianity? Look this up, 13,000 different forms of Christianity. So it's not that I'm for or against any certain religion today. I just like to bring some updates and go back to universal laws, and that seems to be where questions came from. But with that said, the interpretation, those who are raised in the Bible like I was, those of you listening, I challenge you, go to a bookstore, if you can find one these days, and pick up several different Bibles. And in that Bible, just start reading, say, in Genesis, in the very beginning. And know that from one to the other, from King James to this one here, you'll notice that the words are interpreted differently. And I'm not going to tell you, but I want you guys to look it up yourself. And you tell me, when you read different Bibles, how many translations were there till the Bible became English? Now I know, but I want to know if you know. So this is just a historical moment today and a history moment to look up and see, do you know your history? Do you know Jesus, Isu Emmanuel, his name was, what really said, or let's say this, what language did he speak? What language did he speak? Because when you look at the original language, and then the translations that went from Hebrew, say, to Greek, different things get lost in translations, as we know. So over the years, many years, translations get translated different ways, and maybe people don't always understand what's being said, so some things are put aside and some things are kept. This is with anything in culture. So, translation, things can get lost. Words and confusion can happen. So this is why I challenge you today, those of you who are Christian, go to the bookstore, pick up some different books, and just read from one chapter, one of the articles, one of the books, let's say, and see if the words match. And you might be surprised what you find. Now I'm asking you today to open your mind, to not just close your mind and go in disbelief because of your faith or your beliefs, because your beliefs are everything. And in fact, with your beliefs being everything, this is going to lead me to the universal laws. When you go to universal laws, this helps clear up a few things when it comes to your beliefs, because different beliefs and religions can be quite confusing and can be conflicts. The Old Testament to the New Testament to the Quran, however, some people actually look at the Old Testament was first, the New Testament came, and then the Quran is actually a continuation of those teachings. And Christianity would say no, Islam says yes. So you're always going to get different beliefs and different things about how that should be interpreted. I'm also say you search within yourself to find these answers. So that brings me to universal law number 1. So the first law I've always studied and always seen is, what you shall believe, you shall be. What you believe, you shall be. You believe you're smart, you shall be smart. You believe you're not so smart, you will be not so smart. You believe I have shoulder pain and this is my bad shoulder. Some patients go, this is the bad shoulder. Okay, if you believe that, so shall it be. So the doctor side of me always questions your belief on what's bad, what's good, what's right, what's wrong, what's up, what's down. So when you have pain, when you have a digestive problem, what you believe, you shall be. If you believe this is something that will never correct itself, that'll never be fixed, you'll never be normal, that is your belief, so shall it be. Universal law. So these type of things apply to all human beings on earth. So number 2, this is a good one. Are you listening? What you create, you will experience. What you create, you will experience. So, at this very moment in time, what are you creating? And what do I mean by that? Creation, right? God gave us all the ability to create, gave us all free will, correct? Or in Buddhism, we say the universal spirit. They don't believe that there's a God, a human, they believe a universal energy. So in a way, it's still believing in a higher power. So there's not a separation in Buddhism, Taoism, these things, because they believe in a higher power. Those of you out there understand. It's like God doesn't have a body. If God had a body, he'd be a man sitting on the throne, which they don't believe. Really, is God a man sitting on the throne, or is God this universal energy that has access to everyone? Or we all have access to God anytime, 24/7. That means he doesn't have a body, so he's all powerful, all expanding, everywhere in the universe, God is there. Does that make more sense? You have a body, your body's from this earth, but your spirit came from somewhere else, the spirit in this body. So when you die, this body dies, it's of the earth, and we turn back to ashes, right? And the spirit leaves. So you're just visiting. You ever thought about that? You in this body? Your body here, your spirit came into this body, and then when this body dies, your spirit leaves. Anybody know where that spirit goes? Okay, heaven, hell, these things. Maybe. Maybe it's all kind of other dimensions, third dimension, fourth dimension, these type of things. Parallel universes. There's always new discoveries, but what you believe, so shall it be. I'm a bad person, I'm going to hell. He's a bad person, he's going to hell. I'm a good person, I'm going to heaven. Okay? You will create it. So your beliefs are everything. That's why you constantly have to update and analyze and see what you truly believe in to be happy, to be joyful, to know that you're living a good life, doing the right things. So when I talk about create, and go back to the second law, what you create, you will experience. Every second, every minute, every hour of the day, you have thoughts going on in your mind. In fact, right now, as you're watching this video, you're having certain thoughts going on about what I'm saying. You're conscious of what's going on, but your subconscious is the little judgment panel. It's the little editor in the back. It's deciding what's good for me, what's bad for me. Just like the subconscious decides outside today it's hot. No, it's cold. Your subconscious is the editor. It's the spirit you that's always judging what is good and bad for you. So right now, as I speak about these laws, something inside you may go on, I just don't believe that. But then again, there's something inside going, well, maybe there's some truth to what this guy's saying. This guy, this body detective. Okay? So what are you creating in your thoughts every day? Are you having bad thoughts about yourself? Ladies, I'm overweight, my body's not toned enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not sexy enough, I'm not pretty enough. Okay? Has this thought ever crossed your mind? Of course. Men, oh, I got this belly over here, I need to get my belly tighter, I need to be stronger, I need to be sexier. But men have this kind of thing too. And also, I need to be the provider. Since I'm the man, I must provide for everyone, not just my family, my grandparents, my friends. We have these different beliefs about what we should be. So whatever you're creating by just your thoughts are a creation. You think about it, it's just the same as doing it. You think a bad thought about somebody, it's the same as you went over and punched this guy in the arm. I'm thinking about, I need to punch him in the arm, right? Well, it's the same as doing it. So the universe works upon every thought is an energy, is an action. So that means a thought is going to go out somewhere, and somewhere is going to pick it up and be sent back. This is the whole idea when you think about a friend or someone you haven't thought about in a long time, and they suddenly call you. Or they go, you were on my mind yesterday. Because thoughts are energy. They can be picked up, they can be received. Don't think, then you're thinking about somebody that they don't feel it. If not, you're simply just not paying attention. Okay? So everybody got this? Every second, every moment. So if you're thinking negative things about yourself, you need to sit down and write them out. Get on a piece of paper and write out these thoughts you're having about yourself and get them out of your head and get them on this paper. So you have better thoughts about your life, yourself. People are mean to me. People don't treat me right. Okay, get that out of your head. It is you. Somehow you have created this, and this experience is now coming back to you. Everything that is happening to in your life at this moment, at this second, today, is happening to you because you created it. So if you created it, that means you have the power to change it. Did everybody get this? You created it. You can. Why boss is mean to me? Okay. You can change that. You can change something inside yourself, how you think about this, how you feel about this, how you react to your boss. And I promise you, just a matter of time, they will be reacting to you differently. Same thing with your spouse, those you're married, your husband, your wife. If you change the way you react to things going on in your relationship, it will change the way the other person reacts to you. Men, your wife, ladies, your husband, they are simply a reflection of you. So if you're giving something off like a lighthouse, you're emitting an energy. I was abandoned all my life. I've been rejected all my life. You're the lighthouse. Even though you're not thinking about it, that little bitty program in that subconscious is still running the program, is still emitting the light from the lighthouse. So whatever you're emitting, you are creating. And the universe, God if you will, is giving it back to you. My job abandoned me. My boyfriend abandoned me. My friends abandoned me. Okay? It's not your friends, not your job. Who is it? It is us. It is you. You're the one emitting the energy that's creating the experience you're having. This is a universal law. It cannot change. It is a universal law. It is a law like gravity. What goes up must come down. So, I'm asking you to analyze yourself and simply see what you are creating in your life and make changes. We can talk about change more later, but you can change your experiences by changing simply your thoughts. Okay? Now let's talk about another law, because as soon as you guys know of a law, a universal law, here's the thing. The small print says at the bottom of the screen, as soon as you read and understand, simply just read a universal law, it becomes active in your life. As soon as you read it, it becomes, because now you're conscious of it. Now you've awakened to the idea that it exists. So let's talk about the law of attraction. Right? We know about attracting. You see someone, they like you, you like them. Okay, we're animals. We pick up pheromones, scents, body language, eye movement, smiles. Okay, we all know these things, but your body still is that lighthouse giving off a certain vibration. If you have been abandoned, again, I'll use that word because that's a pretty popular one for many of us, is you'll connect with somebody who's been abandoned also. And then you'll go through this thing together. You'll be like two separate pieces, okay, together with two heads. So you'll come in conflict with each other until one of you overcomes, or both of you overcome that issue. And when I say overcome, I mean to neutralize. That's the word I look for, to neutralize the negative vibration in your life, the negative energy in life, the lower vibrations, the hate, the resentment, the anger, the fear, the depression. These are lower vibrations which work on the lower parts of the body, which we call the lower chakras, energy centers that the Hindus, not a religion, the Hindus discovered years ago chakras, energy centers in the body. So we all know there's these other subtle energies always in the body, but you're constantly like a metal detector to the world around you guys. You are constantly sensing your environment around you. So the law of attraction, high vibrations attract high vibrations. Low vibrations attract low vibrations. Love attracts love. Hate attracts hate. Someone who's angry like you will attract another angry. You ever seen these? You ever go into a group of angry people? They're just around other angry people. It's just kind of how it happens. It works that they have this attraction. It's like you're on the same wavelength, the same frequency is happening with that person. So that is the law of attraction. So with the law of attraction, you have to analyze, once again, what energies you're giving off so you'll know what you're attracting. Does that make sense, guys? And so if you're trying to attract a partner, a mate, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a best friend, you got to see what you're giving off, because what you're currently thinking about and feeling in your own mind and daily, you're creating, you're going to attract that person. So if you are not in balance with yourself, you're going to attract other people out of balance. So that is why it's very important to seek to neutralize all these negative vibrations of your body so you can attract someone who's also done the same thing. They're raising the vibration of their body. They're getting out of these lower chakra energy centers, this love, hate, even the strong sexual energies, right? It's kind of like you guys or girls, you're past somebody and you kind of get that feeling from another girl or another guy, right? That comes from the lower chakras. And as I discussed to just a patient just yesterday, that strong sexual energy that you may pick up from another human being is out of the lower chakras, because it is a self-serving energy. You're feeling what you can get out of this relationship or this interaction, should I say, and she may be feeling what she can get out of this interaction. You're feeling this strong sexual attraction. This is self-serving. Only when you move to the the upper chakra areas, the upper centers of the body, the more conscious areas of the body, do you attract someone on a different level. This is where love exists. When you attract somebody with love, with an intention for both of you, not just self-serving, now you're on the law of attraction as a correct path to not experience pain and anger and suffering. Because many of us suffer, but there are people out there who suffer all the time, every day, and don't see the escape. I just talked to a good friend of mine for a long time the other day, and literally this person suffers every day of their life. Super duty, huge, talented person, more talented than any person in what he does, but just suffers every day because he can't see how to use his gift or ability. So next one I'll talk about is the fourth law. I'm only going to give you 4 today. The law of action. So law of action. How do we do action? How do we manifest? How do we create things? First of all, like we said, you think about it, right? Then you believe that this can be done. Maybe you're creating a new business. Maybe you're looking about a new hobby. You're thinking and believing. And then you start talking about it. You're speaking about it. Maybe you start even writing down a plan, right? So writing things down, thinking about it, believing in it, talking about it all the time. All you need to do next is just the action. So the law of action needs these things, these principles put into play to create the right energy to make something happen. It doesn't matter if you're just trying to build a fence and you want to build that fence and you need to use the law of action to do it correctly, to think about it, to plan it, to write it down. I feel I can do it. I talk about it to somebody else. I get information. You're still using the law of action. So those of you creating a new business, like many patients always doing their own businesses these days, they're using the law of action. But remember the first couple, go through these, and these first 4 laws, these universal laws, because these apply to everyone. There's no escaping these type of laws. There's no one who's above or below. It affects everyone in their life every day. Whether you're aware of it or not, it is affecting you. But when you become aware of these laws and aware that now it is affecting you, you can use them to your advantage. And what I mean by that to advantage is not self-serving, not a separate self-consciousness. You're using more of a Christ consciousness, a loving consciousness to support everyone. When I sit on a committee and I sit on a board, I don't sit on some kind of committee as a director or a board member because I want just what I want out of the deal. I sit on these committees whenever I look at what's best for the whole. Right? There's a committee right now that people are all wanting what they want. I step into this thing and I look at what is best for everyone. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Okay. What is universally acceptable by everybody there? And then, as a group, you create that group consciousness to focus on the end result. You don't look at what's in the middle. I'm here at A, and here's B. I want to get here, but there's all these troubles and problems and conflicts in the middle. If you just focus on the end result, guys, see, like I tell in martial arts, I tell them, don't do the move. I go, see the end result of the move. When you're doing a complicated martial art, high dynamic, advanced move, what is the end result? And when you know what the end result is of any project you guys are working on, whether it's a martial art move, whether it's a committee you sit on, a business plan, a new business, a relationship, what is the end result? I want to go to Paris. I want to go to France and visit. Okay, forget about how much, at what time, the people involved, do I get a plane ticket there? Do I have to get my nose vaccinated? Whatever it is. What's the end result? The end result is you see yourself there having fun, enjoying having a nice lunch outside in Paris. You got it, guys? The end result. So those are your universal laws of today because I've had questions. So I want to give you some answers. And these are the ones that I know that are in effect for me personally every day. And when I'm out of balance with myself, because I'm out of balance with the universal laws. And this means I'm not in balance with the Creator, with God, because these are God's laws, the Creator's laws. So for you to be in balance with your belief, with God, the Creator, the Great Spirit, whatever culture you like to call this energy, this creative energy with no body that has access to all of us at all the time, the Creator, God if you will, is to be in balance with Creator. So when you're in balance with God, you're in balance with yourself. And that's my message for the day, guys. I'm Dr. Patrick Price, the Body Detective. Enjoy your day.